Welcome to another video, guys. Today I'm gonna try to give you a Spellburst Rogue guide, and I gotta say, this deck is far from easy to master, and it's pretty hard to actually even understand what you're supposed to be doing it, but still, I'm gonna do my best to explain the deck, even though I myself not fully understand it by a long shot. The deck is pretty strong, maybe in for a nerf in a couple of weeks, but until then it's a pretty good idea for you to know how to play against this deck at least, and also know what you should be expecting from it. So, hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, a like and a subscribe would really help, and if you're serious about Hearthstone, don't forget you can also hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared.
Here's the variant I used, and I picked it up from HS Guru, where I saw some of the top Legend players were doing well with this thing. And it's a pretty interesting deck, quite the complicated pile of cards, I can tell you that much. And you are gonna get to see me struggle a lot trying to figure it out during the gameplay, but it is still gonna give you a good idea of what you should be expecting with the deck, what it struggles with, what it excels at, and that kind of stuff, so bear with me. The main idea behind this deck is basically with Nexus Shaffar, you got to trigger the Spellburst and hopefully that lands on your bargain bin, and once it's on the bargain bin, you want another bargain bin to receive the 2 Spellbursts this thing is gonna give out, because the Spellburst actually stacks. So if you go Shaffar, Spellburst bargain bin, play bargain bin, that gives you 2 more Spellbursts, this guy's gonna be a 6/5, and if you have another bargain bin in there, and trigger that, and play it, you're gonna have 2 more bargain bins that have double +3 Spellburst on each. And if you Shadow Step the first one, you can do that to have 2 more bargain bins with 4 each. And after that, you want that thing to land on your Southsea deckhand, and that's tons of damage, as well as tons of stats, so the opponent is really gonna have a hard time dealing with all of those. You are gonna see me pulling this off a few times in the gameplay, but in some cases you don't really go for the Southsea deckhand, like he's definitely a nice OTK for you, but tempoing out a bunch of 6/5s or 9/8s, that can definitely also do the trick, but it's obviously risky with all the removal in the game right now. So that's the main idea of the deck, and we have a lot of supporting cards in here with things like Backstabs, which are basically 0 mana Spellburst triggers for you, same with Preps, which also allow you to do things faster, like turn 2 Dubious Purchase for instance. Shadow Step is going to be very important alongside with Breakdance. This way you get to keep on Shadow Stepping bargain bins, Southsea deckhands, so you can actually keep on buffing things up. And an important thing I learned already from my first game was if you Shadow Step a Spellburst minion, the Spellburst does not trigger before the Shadow Step resolves, meaning if you play Shaffar and Shadow Step him, you just get back a 1 mana Shaffar without the Spellburst triggering. So that is definitely something worth noting. Another interesting thing about how Shadow Step is working is, for instance, you could have a couple of bargain bins on the board, and if you don't have any minions in hand, technically you could Shadow Step the bargain bin back into the hand, and the other bargain bin is gonna give the first bargain bin the Spellburst back, which on a single is not gonna do all that much, but if you have a double Spellburst, in that case you are gonna get a couple of 9/8s that way, so it's not the worst idea in the world, because in the end of the day you get to play this, you rush into something, and then you bounce it back, so you still got some decent effect. And if you do it with a Breakdance, it's even better, because another idiot is going to be left on the board, so there's that too. We also have a couple of Deafens. Basically, you want to be silencing the opponent's minions in most cases. It's also a cheap spell for you to trigger Spellbursts with, so definitely nothing to scoff at. We have a couple of Dig for Treasures, which you might think you actually want to be drawing your pirates with, and honestly you're okay drawing the pirates, but the main idea behind this card is it's a very reliable way to actually also draw Shaffar, because you only have 4 minions in this thing. And given you also run a single copy of Raiding Party, that's gonna draw you a couple of the pirates already, like you only have a couple of bargain bins of Southsea and Shaffar in terms of minions. So if you do get Raiding Party into double Dig for Treasure, that guarantees you're also gonna have your Nexus Shaffar like that. And in some cases you just roll the dice and you try to pull Shaffar with this, even with all other free idiots in there. Worst case scenario, you get yourself a coin, which is definitely not the worst idea for you. But best case scenario, you definitely want to get that Shaffar nice and early, so you can start spell bursting on your bargain bins. We also have a single gear shift in this one, so you can maybe throw back your Southsea deckhand into the deck, because you actually don't want this guy to be in your hand once you're cycling through the Spellbursts. because he doesn't do all that much for you unless you plan on OTKing with it later. Which honestly, in most games I actually super streamlined into playing that kind of playstyle, even though the deck does have some other win conditions, like you could just go for some very big bargain bins instead and don't care about the self-C at all. But he is definitely a pretty nice win condition. For this guy to work, you need to obviously have a weapon equipped. And for you to actually get better Spellburst triggers, you might even play your self-C on the board and then trigger the bargain bin so it can guarantee land on the other bargain bin. Or let's say you only have a self-C, Shaffar, and a bargain bin. Maybe you play Shaffar, you play self-C, and then trigger the Spellburst from Shaffar with another spell, and only then Shadow Step, because if you do it straight up with the Shadow Step, that still allows self-C to actually receive the Spellburst, because that's how it's gonna resolve. Shadow Steps brings the minion back first, then Spellburst triggers, so it's still gonna be a 50-50 where that one lands, and you're not gonna be very happy if it lands on the self-C in most cases. We also have a single copy of Torslick in here, so you can deal with some white boards. Single copy of Valera's Gift, which is kind of a nice way for you to get extra triggers for Spellburst for cheap, like you get a 1-mana Valera's Gift with a 0-mana backstab in there, so it's plenty of Spellburst effects for you. We also have a couple of Fan of Knives, nice card draw for you, a little bit of board control against all of those white shamans and such, and not the most expensive card in your deck, so again, you could be using it for a Spellburst if you're desperate. We also have a Lucky Comet in here, which kind of sounds like you want to be playing it ASAP, but you actually don't. You actually want to be playing this Lucky Comet after you have played a single bargain bin with Spellburst on it, and you want to play the second bigger bargain bin after you have played Lucky Comet. That way you're gonna get 3 bargain bins out of it, and they're all gonna be very big. And let's not forget you can also get lucky and actually get a bargain bin Buccaneer out of this as well, even though odds are not exactly high. We also have a couple of O managers, giving you a little bit of extra phase damage, or minion damage. You could also get yourself a coin that way, so another easy way for you to actually trigger Spellburst combos, that kind of deal. We also have a couple of quick picks. Nice little weapon for you to keep the card draw going, and it's also a weapon you can draw out with Raiding Party, so that definitely helps. We obviously have a couple of bargain bin Buccaneers, they're pirates, and you need to combo them to actually summon a copy of this, so don't be an idiot like me half the games. Like, I have to think about so many things I don't usually think about. I forgot about the super simple things like combos and Spellburst and shit like that, and that definitely cost me plenty of advantages. But yeah, this guy is absolutely massive. You can use it to control the boards. You obviously Spellburst a ton with him. You Shadow Step it, do it again. All that nonsense. Very, very disgusting deck to play against. We also have a single Mic Drop. Gives you a lot of card draw. You could also use it for the +2 attack, but it's really not that important. You could even play it without having a weapon. Don't get baited into going for full value with it. Next is Shaffar. Like we said, very important for you to get this guy very early. So do everything you can to actually get him. Mainly with the help of Dig for Treasure after a Raiding Party kind of deal. And yeah, the Raiding Party pretty massive, drawing you a couple of pirates, a weapon, if you comboed it, and it's pretty easy to combo. Like, you can even play this turn 1 prep Raiding Party, there's your combo. And there's all 2 pirates and a weapon, pretty good stuff for you to follow up with the weapon turn after. And last we have a couple of dubious purchases, a lot of card draw in this one, removes a lot, so definitely not bad for you to have it. Like I said, the way I played the deck at least, my main game plan was to get a very big self-C deck hand. But in some cases you can just tempo very big bargain bin Buccaneers, and that way you're gonna get yourself some pretty good results. And you do have a little bit of burn damage from your hand, like you do have a couple of O managers, you could increase the weapon damage from quick pick on Mic Drop. You also have Valera's Gift with +2 damage if you really need it. And let's not forget, even Torslick can go face for 1 damage, so that could be the difference. But yeah, all around the deck is pretty complicated, definitely not easy, and also, goddamn, is the Spellburst mechanic super slow to resolve. Like, if you get yourself like 3-4 Spellburst on this bargain bin, the animation is literally insanely slow, guys. Like, you are gonna see the game against Lorinda. I literally couldn't attack face with a, what was it, 14 damage South Sea deckhand. Like, the animation was so slow. It didn't help that I was slow as fuck figuring out the turns either, but damn, was it annoying to witness. It is just super slow. And this deck works pretty poorly if you actually play spell increase effects like Cult Neophytes, Speaker Stompers, all that nonsense, like any rogue would. So if you are against decks like this, that is how you could counter them pretty nicely. Like, they have a very hard time spell bursting their shit if you actually increase the spell cost for them. We can check some similar decks here to get a somewhat good idea. This one is pretty similar. It doesn't run a Valera's Gift and one less mic drop for one more Comet and one more Gear Shift, so we can see what the situation here is. You can see Elemental Mage is going to be a problem, Pirate Shaman, Libram Pally, and Dungar Druids. Psycho Rogue also on the 50-50, but you also have a decent amount of good matchups, and I have a feeling the better you are with the deck, the better these stats are also going to be looking like, so there's that too. And I'm gonna use this one for the Mulligan guide, because God knows I have no idea what I was doing with mine. So let's see what people have been keeping here. Obvious, you always want to keep Nexus Shaffar. Dig for Treasure is also pretty decent. Quick Pick is great. Raiding Party is amazing. Gear Shift, it's an okay thing to keep, I guess. Like, it still draws you a bunch of cards, so I guess it's fine to hold on to straight up. Bargain Bin apparently is also an okay thing to hold on to. I don't think I'd keep it if I already have a Raiding Party, but maybe it's still fine, I don't know. Prep can also be a keep, especially if you already have things like Raiding Party, Dubious Purchases, that kind of deal. Lucky Comet, I don't think you actually straight up hold on to it. I don't think you play Lucky Comet before you actually already have Shaffar Bargain Bin buffed. And don't forget, this thing also gives you another minion in hand, so that increases the odds of you getting fucked over by it. But that's something I learned along the way, so the first few games I was just tearing this up as soon as I saw it. And that's about it, I guess, for the keeps going first. As for going second, again, plenty of the same. And yeah, it's literally the same stuff. I don't see any differences in the keep rates. So we can also see what the Mulligan win rates are. Like, obviously, Shaffar is amazing. Dig, Quick Pick, Raiding Party, Tar Slick, and Prep. Dubious Purchase with a Prep also makes sense, I guess. And yeah, you can see people have been keeping a lot of the Lucky Comet, and they haven't been winning a lot, so definitely is a mistake, in most cases at least. And for going second, the win rate again, Mulligan win rate, looks pretty much the same stuff. But here, the Lucky Comet, where is it? Am I blind? Oh man, it's a lot higher here. I'm not sure why that is, but apparently going second, it makes a little bit more sense. Maybe some of you in the comments could explain that to me. All around, that's it for the deck. It's basically free to play because Nexus Shaffar was a gifted legendary. But like I said, it's a little bit too OP, a little bit too toxic to face, so I am assuming Rogue is gonna get nerfs across the board, like Sonya's too OP, Shaffar might get hit, because God knows they're not gonna fucking touch Shadow Step and Prep for all this time. If you've learned anything, it's Shadow Step and Prep are not to be bothered. Like, they are not nerfing these cards at all. They've nerfed so many other cards because of those, but God forbid we nerf the frickin' Shadow Step, right? So yeah, hope this guide helps you. Now let's check out some of the games me struggling with top Legend players with this thing. Hope it gives you some more insight on the deck. Hope it helps you figure out how to play against it, and maybe even how to play with it. Hope you enjoy. Get things started. Bunny Hopper, playing some of that big Shamanian. It's probably big, is what I'm trying to say. You don't know that yet, though. But I have a wild guess. Not sure I keep either of these. I'd rather get the Shaffar nonsense, draw pirate nonsense. Not this, but dig for treasure's fine. Okay. Thank you very much, kind Roki. Always a pleasure having you. Okay, that's pretty sick. Well, I don't need it to combo twice, but it is gonna draw me what I need. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Okay, sigil time. I think I'd still rather get what's his face in the mix. Okay. Don't have a great way to trigger this guy. Yet, at least. Okay, I'm not happy how this one's going, I can tell you that much.
Well, that can't be good.
Okay, reasonable 2 drops, except one of them, obviously. Okay, there's my activator.
As a gracious host,
Hopefully it lands on the Buccaneer. Neato. Okay, so next turn I can get this stuff going. With the fan of knives even. But no, I actually don't have a Grey Way because I need to combo it somehow. I still don't have that. Okay. Okay, so I'll actually do this. And Shadow Step this guy. Okay, that's pretty good. Next turn, I blast with that thing. And this guy's gonna be blasting. So far, he's curving out pretty well, too.
double, toys in trouble.
Can't combo it easily. I mean, I can, but I won't be able to equip the weapon. Oh well. Not sure how smart that was. Okay, now he's gonna be able to maybe get the Walking Mountain, Yogg, that kind of bullshit. Not sure if it was such a bright idea, not having the bargaining bin in there, actually. I should have actually kept on buffing the bins, potentially. I mean, it's pretty consistent, Twigs. I don't know. I tried the deck myself, had a blast with it, and also it has amazing stats. Okay, did he not get clear or something? That was weird. Not a hunter. I guess Twigs is gonna get to witness me rapping about Secret Spellstone Hunter. Apparently. Against the Huntard. Shit, do I keep any of this? Let me actually open up some staticals. Okay, so I don't want any of these, huh? Against the Hunter. Prep is the only thing I could consider out of these. I would definitely prefer having something to prep into, though. I gotta reverse engineer it, Big Daddy. What can I say? Okay. think I'll just gear shift this. Not amazing. Yeah. Raiding party. I'm down with that. I'm gonna coin out the weapon because I'm still missing an important piece here.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
Okay, still nothing. Might as well get the cheapest shit. Maybe I should have swung first though. Backstab. Nothing. Okay. So, if I play this guy without making a combo for it, would that still eat up the trigger twice effect? Anybody know in chat? I don't know. It's still good, Amphil. I gave you guys a guide about it recently. Yeah, this gives me Shaffar. Really hope it lands where it should.
I will tend to personally.
Nice.
Entertaining.
Okay, so next turn that thing triggers twice. It's gonna be massive. But yeah, the control rainbow DK I showed you, definitely super strong. Even in higher legend, it was performing very well.
I have no time for games.
Hopefully I thought there's something useful to combo this thing off with. That works. Does it work though? I'm actually gonna go like this. Oops.
Sail for sails!
Mm-hmm. I'm down for the 1 mana. Okay, that was decent enough. Doesn't land on this guy though, that was kinda shitty. Okay, so next turn I'm gonna waste this thing on the board, then play this thing. Then break down some... probably deafen actually. Let's see. Pretty much tweaks, pretty much. Shaman is just way too strong, way too obviously strong, honestly. Pretty easy. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
They haven't raised the alarm.
Set sail for sails!
Remain silent and unseen.
What a steal! What a steal!
Wow, nothing on that guy, huh? Well. That's enough. Okay, should be alive next turn and he should be dead next turn. Not death roll. Could have been a lot of damage now, couldn't it? Deck's kinda awkward, not gonna lie.
I have no time for games. The moment is upon us.
I see a fear.
Oh, he's actually that guy. Interesting. Okay, perfect.
Set sail for sails! What a steal! What a steal! What a steal!
That's a lot of damage, fam. That's a lot of damage. Kinda on the insane side. Yeah, apparently Rogue can do this shit. Yeah, these spellbursts stacking. I don't know, man. It's a little bit too much in it. These spellbursts stacking like that. Druids. That should be easy.
I must protect the wild.
No, I know it can land on them, but can I actually play the discovered minion without comboing it the turn after? Would that still be able to summon a third copy of Bargain Bin, or does it eat up the effect regardless if I trigger the combo or not? Okay, this looks good. Maybe we're gonna discover a bargaining bin. Bargain bin. Okay, this guy might be taunt druids. Well, guess I'll do this. Okay. Yeah, but my question is, would it eat up the effect if I play it without comboing it, you know? Like, for instance, if I just play this guy without the combo effect, would that still eat up the effect? I think it would, but I'm not sure. Should I waste my prep on this? I won't, because next turn I might need it. Okay, that ain't too bad. Yeah, I think so as well. Okay, there we go. I think this will trigger, right? Guaranteed getting a point out of this. Yep. Okay, please land. Piece of shit. Do I care to do anything else here?
Checking my calculations.
Nah. Okay, he's not Highlander, that much has been said. Haven't seen anybody run Splish Splash in a long while. Unless they're Highlander, that is. Of course, I top deck a minion. That's a damn shame, because now this is... I mean, it was giga useless as is, but... Still. Actually, right now I want to play it without the combo, now that I said it. So, let's go like this.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Like this. I'll grab the weapon. And there's the self, see? Not sure I wanted him just yet, but have him anyway. Okay, so next turn prep, bargain bin. Maybe this guy shadow step, so it lands on this thing. We are eating a fair bit of damage. Damn, he's found the place, yeah. So, actually, I'm gonna go like this. Am I gonna go like this? Maybe I'm not. Nah, fuck that. I need to get stuff done right now. I'm a fucking idiot, man. What is wrong with me? Fucking idiot. I'm so bad at this.
What a steal! What a steal!
Gonna hold on to the weapon. No, I'm not, because I'm gonna equip the other one next turn. But yeah, I'm a pretty bonehead play. That one was pretty bonehead. Okay. It is a complicated deck, especially if you're a moron. Being a moron does not help, guys. It rarely does. Top decking a cheap spell would be lovely.
Shini's only good for smashing.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Figure that out. Ah, jeez, Rick. Well, having an extra minion definitely would have been good there now, wouldn't it? I'm throwing left and right. Left and right and sideways. What's the problem, guys?
You're back.
Okay, a couple of diggies. I dig those. Couple of them diggos. We have 3 pirates and a non-pirate. I'm okay with either of them. Okay, this is a much needed hand. Okay, coiny boy. No Shaffar. Do I coin it? It draws me Shaffar and Southsea, so this guarantees... I mean, Bin and Southsea, so this guarantees Shaffar turn after. I guess I do it. Okay, next turn, quick pick, dig for treasure kind of deal. So I'd say the comment is more commonly played after you've actually buffed a bunch of bargain bin, huh? Makes sense. Okay, all my minions still turn free. Take those any day. Alrighty then. I don't have a spell to trigger Shaffar for next turn just yet. Plenty of top decks that do that though, and I have an extra card draw, so surely. Wouldn't mind a prep, getting myself a coiny. That ain't it. Duffin does not work for me. Well, that sucks. I guess I'll go like this and spit on that thing. Next turn, Shaffar will Manager. Would be the play.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
Okay, fascinating.
As a gracious host, I will tend to you personally.
If I slap my face in it, I'll still need to waste something. Should I just Star Slick in it? Could also straight up coin. A
Incredible.
Buccaneer if that works. I'm gonna see what I draw first. That thing. That doesn't help. I don't feel great about this. Okay, it landed correctly. Well, I'm gonna Shadow Step Shaffar. That's not great, but...
What a steal!
yeah, that's why it's not great. Still acceptable, though.
Witness true arcane magic.
Next turn I can play this, into that, into maybe Manager. Turn after, we should be blasting.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Not sure I have a turn after, but honestly, I have no idea what this guy's doing. Okay, this helps. Is this lethal?
As a gracious host, I will tend to.
I'm actually gonna trigger it like this.
How entertaining.
Set sail for sails.
I think we got him. Just a single? It's 2 off. If I had a prep, still no.
What a steal.
I think this is the safer play. I don't know, man. I'm all over the place, honestly. Let's see if we're dead here, because he did discount decent. Not too decent, just 2 for now, but obviously can go for more now.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Choose soon.
Well, GG, I guess. I don't even need to do this, but
Gracious host, I will
I'm gonna
tend
do
to.
itself.
How entertaining.
Yeah, deck's kinda silly. Probably could have done this a bit quicker, but I didn't. Alrighty then. Hey, it's Lorinda.
Versus Lady
Probably some of that big shaman in it.
Victory. to
Probably.
Queen Najara.
All systems are go.
I'll go like this, I think. Okay. That's the hand. That is the hand right there. Now, if this pulls me bargain bin, that'd be nutty. And it did. Now we're cocking.
Welcome, alternate life.
A pleasure to see you.
Okay, it's not Big Shaman. It's a Bigant Shaman. Oh man. Really wish I didn't see you there. Oh well. Let's hope it lands correctly. Yeah, for sure.
As a gracious host, I will tend to. How
Okay,
entertaining.
that ain't too bad. Well, kind of waste of a coin, but we all know why we did it now, don't we? Okay, I still would rather have the second bargain bin in hand before I play this thing. Maybe do this thing. Doing this thing now is actually pretty worth. Actually, yeah, it's a lot better playing the Lucky Comet after you've got a bargain bin bullshit. So next turn, like, I'm gonna play the Lucky Comet next turn most probably, but the turn after it's gonna be combo somehow, Buccaneer, and maybe play the other combo minion somehow. We'll see. Let's not forget this thing needs to get comboed. Okay, leaves my Shaffar intact. I mean, I could...
And now we part.
Okay. Now some Fan of Knives action going. Shat. We do have Duffin though.
Drink with me, friend.
Accidents, they happen, you know?
That's a lot of bull. Fuck. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be kind of worth going like this. Is that even the play? Could just deafen. Play bargain bin and just shadow step one of them. Is Fan of Knives ever worth it? It kinda is actually. Okay, so I think this is fine.
Set sail for sails! What a steal!
It would seem we're out of time.
What a steal! What a steal!
Okay. Both landed on the South Sea, that's not great. Would have rather it landed on this, but it's fine. Next turn we can slap him in the mouth. Bounce back. Maybe play this thing as well, actually. Yeah, next turn, don't we have lethal next turn potentially? I think we do. With all them coins and shadow steps and such. Maybe you're right, Grebo. But with the Bounty Wrangler, it's kind of wonky in it. Okay.
Freedom and weep!
Am I fucking it up? God, I'm bad. shit, I'm bad. Hold up. Come on, game, please. Pretty? Pretty, please, for fuck's sake, bro! How are these animations this slow? It's not even lethal. Fucking hell, man. How are these animations legal, bro? Oh my goodness. These animations are illegal, dude. Jesus, fam. Surely. We're still left with plenty. But damn, was that lame. Yeah. Like, are those how the animations are supposed to work, or are we still facing those, one animation at a time bullshit? Yeah. God, I'm so bad with this deck, but damn, are those animations fucky. Kenji. None of these. None of these. Okay, not much better, but kinda. Turn 2 Dubiouses, alright. Not chill here. Should I just equip the weapon? Oh, it's Starship. Well, I'd rather kill something with Dubious. A dunk. I mean, I could kill that. Let's use the left one, because if I get a gear shift, I'd rather not gear shift that. Okay, we got this thing. Can I get a Shaffar now?
Shiny. My shiny. Energize.
Point manager, is that you? Still no Shaffar or a way to get him. Extra. Try like this. Feels a little bit on the wonky side, but okay. Still do this, I guess. Okay, still no Shaffar. Fuck me, man. Okay, next turn dig is 50-50 for Shaffar.
This ship would fall apart without me.
There he is. The little booger. Guess I can go like this. Double up my chances of landing on the bucko. There you go. Let's get this thing out of here. Don't want him shadow stepping that one. This one is not that big a deal. Probably. How's it going? Not mechanics. Hey, the hunter? Who? The OTK one? Yeah, it's a little bit out there, isn't it? Wee bit on the nose. The nose, no. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go like this.
Set sail for sails!
This should be enough, I'd say. Next turn we go blasting.
What a steal!
Okay, so next turn this thing has plus 12 on it, actually. Let's see. I don't have the silence for it yet. I have 2 of them left in the deck. Missed me with that shit.
This ship would fall apart without me.
Another shadow step. Oops.
Set sail for
I really hope I don't die. Be a damn shame if I do. I didn't. Sadly, that ain't big enough, man. That's what she said. Do I just tempo it?
what a steal! What a steal!
Oh, really? It didn't attack. That's fucking funny, man. It didn't attack, dudes. What the fuck? Pretty sure there was something else I could have done there. I could have cycled it enough. Or at least for a lot more damage, that's for sure. Could have done a lot more damage there now, couldn't I? Well, that's a damn shame. I could get my lucky comet. Yeah, totally botching at this, man. Definitely not good enough for this. Yeah, I probably should have taken the Buccaneer there indeed.
Sail for sail! What a steal! What a steal! What a steal!
16 beatings per minute. This is insane, man. This is insane how slow this is. Am I even gonna be able to do anything? Doubt it. It's fucking insane, these animations, man. This is just disgusting. Look at this shit. Yeah, funny. It's so enjoyable. I wish we had more animations. Could have done so much more there. Could have done so much more there, now couldn't I? Who needs to show lethal first anyway, right?
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Yeah, that was just fucked. Kinda looks like it, but damn. These animations are something else, dude. These animations are just something else. Okay, fuck this deck, man. It's definitely not my cup of tea. It is strong, don't get me wrong, but not for me. Too boomer for this shit.